We are in Lake Victoria, and this place where we are is where cage farming happens. And we are with a cage farmer here who will talk to us about cage farming and everything you might want to know about cage farming. Sasa.
Poa sana.
Do you mind introducing yourself to us?
Okay, there's no problem. Yes, I'm Godfrey Ochieng, Agong, cage farmer at Dunga Beach Management Unit. I started cage farming by the year 2018, and I've been there for all those years around now, 4 years down the line. I started with one, of which I was promoted by a friend who had an interest, and I shared with him. So he's the one who raised the capital, but on the work itself, I'm the one who did the work, because I've been living around Lake Victoria, and I've also got the information about the cage farming, of which I've inquired the information, the know-how, from some of the trainings that I've attended as a fisherman. By then I used to be a fisherman, but for now I'm a cage farmer. I've diverted from fishing to cage farming.
Why cage farming?
Okay, like for now, there's a dwindling stock in Lake Victoria. The stock has gone down. As compared into early 2000, of which in our beach we could land even 3 tons a day, and right now we could even handle land 100 kg a day. So the population in the lake has risen, and it means that we go for the little stock in the lake, and the population is big. So it cannot make a livelihood go well because of the stock that has gone down.
Okay. Yeah. At the moment, who are the people you work with? You mentioned you started in 2013. So whom do you work with on this project?
Okay, I started in 2018 or 2013.
2018.
Yeah. Now I'm working with my colleagues, whom are 6. We are working as partners. We play different roles. Like for me, I work as the overseer who's overseeing everything, like do the managerial work, because I do the monitoring and everything. And also an expertise, because I'm a welder, and also I know the joinery of nets. Yeah, so I give the instruction on how we work. So there are 6 in number, of whom there are 2 security guards who do operate at night, and the other 4, we operate with them during the daytime. We do the feeding and the checkups, do the checks around the cage, and if there is any case there's a torn part net, we do mend them, and if there is also breakage, we now work on the breakages and we repair.
If you compare cage farming and the regular form of farming, what is the difference or what similarities are there?
Okay, like for now, when you are going for fishing, you are not sure of what you are going to get. But with fish cage farming, you are sure of the outcome. Yeah, because there is a capacity that you stock in a cage, and there is an expectation from one cage. Yeah, so that's the difference, because you just cast your net in the lake. You don't know what will be caught the following day. Yeah, but in the cage, there's an expectation. Like for me, when I stock 5,000, I expect at least 4,500 in a cage. So I can make my calculation and my profit out of my expectation.
Okay.
Yes.
That is awesome. Mind talking about the challenges?
Okay, challenges, I've just mentioned some of them. The one is the sweeping of the cage by the hippogras of the papyrus reeds. Yeah, or there times comes a time when there is water is covered by water hyacinth. Water hyacinth comes with a lot of pollution. So when the pollution comes, they cover the surface area of the lake. So there's little oxygen that the fish can also breathe. So at that time, fish dies. So the mortality rate is high. So when all these chances are not there, the papyrus or the napier grass or the water hyacinth, so you expect good outcome. But with those, there are only those few challenges that I've just mentioned. But by then there was a challenge of the security. But right now, like for me, as I have said before, I have a security personnel. We are working with them together. They also own their cage here. For them to do this job passionately, they do it with interest, a lot of interest. They also have theirs because they are not going to look for mine. They are also going to offer security for theirs also. So like for me, I provide the fuel, the boat, and the engine for them to do the security because they are also doing for theirs also.
Awesome. Mind showing me around the cage?
Okay. Just as you are seeing, I can point over there. This is where the cage is. And here we anchor the cages so that it cannot move to any place. Okay, right now we are just on top of the cage. This is a 5 by 5 meters cage. It has a capacity of 5,000. So it is anchored in the lake with an anchor with the help of the floats that help it to float on top of the water. Yeah. So you can have a look at it how it is. So when I talked of the challenges, the napier grass or the papyrus reeds, when the water level rises, they are swept by the wind from the shore inside deep to the lake. So at this very time, this is when the cages can be swept or it can be sunk by the papyrus reeds because of the weight of the papyrus reeds and the strong wind that blows at that given time.
Wow. So, in line with those challenges, if given a chance to advise Kenya on preserving Lake Victoria, what would be your word of advice?
Okay, like for now, as a cage farmer, who was a fisherman, I will advise Kenyans, it is a good business, but though also we have also to restore Lake Victoria to its former glory. Yeah, because not many fishermen can afford the fish cage farming. So it is better the government of Kenya put on the laws. By then we used to have some regulation that there was a closure period of between April to August for the lake and the fish to breed. Yeah, during that time the fish could have a good time to breed, and also it was during the time that it is rainy. So fish normally breeds when it is rainy seasons. So we can give that space for the fish to breed. So after that, the fish can breed a lot and grow. Like for Nile perch, it gives out a lot of eggs, like 1 million eggs. So you see that. So I will advise that we go back to our regulations that were there before, so that we can restore our Lake Victoria to its former glory. Like for now, I understand there is a forum that they want to restore Lake Victoria. That is not going to be in the importance because there is a lot of illegality within the Lake Victoria. People fish with illegal nets. Illegal nets meaning that they do fish with the undersized net that caught only undersized fish, of which even if you go out there in the market, they are not value. Yeah, they cannot give out a good income. So it is just like we are sweeping out Lake Victoria.
Wow.
We are going to remain without. If you restock today, the following day, the fish that you restock, you will find it out there in the market being sold. Yes.
Something indeed needs to be done.
Yeah.
And I hope the government or Kenyans will take up the responsibility of restoring Lake Victoria to its former glory.
Yeah, it is a joint work through the fisherman and those living around the Victoria. So they should understand. It is only a period of time, only 4 months. It is like someone who is doing farming outside. When you plant or you sow a seed, like those who are doing the maize farming, they sow after a period of 4 months, that is when they start harvest. So we can also wait for those 4 months.
Yes.
It is only 4 months in a year. When we wait, and after that, you have a good catch, of which your livelihood will also change.
Yes.
Like for me now, when that is done, I cannot come back to fish cage farming because it is expensive. There are those who cannot do this. Yes, because you have to feed this for about a period of 8 months. 8 months, and that person will only wait for 4 months. And this one will wait for 8 months.
But the returns are great.
The returns are good. As for me, the returns are okay because it has changed my life. I used to own only one boat that I was doing. Yeah, but right now I have 2 boats with outboard machine, and also I have 6 cages with me. Yeah.
Wow.
So it is a change. And with me, in my family, I support around 5 children. My sister is in Thika Institute. I have a daughter in secondary school, a boarding school. I have also a brother in a high school, also a boarding. I'm the only one supporting them. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much for giving us a chance to come to your farm.
You are still welcome. Anytime you need any information, feel free to come. I'm ready to give the information. We need to learn. Like for me, I'm not just doing this thing only here alone. I walk to different farmers. I look for information. I want to learn more, how I can do it better and go higher and higher. Not only producing a 5,000 cage structure. I need a 100,000 cage structure.
You'll get there.
Yeah.